1. How does my project challenge conventions and how does it represent social groups or issues?
My project is an introduction to a film that explores young teen love and a connection between two people. One way my project challenges convention is by showing how two very unlike and different people become so close in a short amount of time. It seems nowadays it's thought that in order to really know someone and understand them, you have to know them for a very, very long period of time. And you have to be exactly similar to them. But in my project, the couple falls in love almost immediately, and they are both from different places and are very different from each other. This falls into the social issue. As two people from different lifestyles and different places, they come together. And they spend their time as well as they can together before they can't anymore.
2. How does my project engage W audiences and how would it be distributed?
My project is a romantic comedy/drama that shows the evolution of love between two people. All the characters in the project are brought together in order to experience new things. They all meet new people, including the two love interests. Through the first time our characters meet to the time they say goodbye, I wanted that to provoke emotions through the audience. I think that the development of the characters throughout the scenes go with the music chosen and the editing choices to create the tone. In the beginning, middle, and end, there are all different tones. I think the beginning is kind of like up and coming, the middle is uplifting, and the end is sort of downcasting. That's probably how I would describe it. I wanted my project to really be directed towards a teen audience. I think the way that the couple to go towards a teen audience, I feel that the storyline is relatable and it might seem like something that an everyday teen would go through. I wanted people to feel suspense for when the couple started talking to really just exaggerate. In order for people to see my project, it would definitely go on platforms that were well influenced and easy to get to. Some of the platforms that I think would be appropriate for the introduction to the short film would be TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. I use these platforms every day, and I've seen projects just like mine go on these apps, and I think it's just a great place to put them. These platforms are interactive and help create a feed for people so the project would overall become more popular and be able to circulate more.
3. How did my production skills develop throughout this project?
How did my production skills develop throughout this project? When I first started working on this project, I was very unfamiliar with how films were made. Throughout the process of making the intro to our film, I started to become more familiar with the steps it took to make everything come together. You needed a set plan, you needed a cast, and you even needed safety measures, which I for one didn't even know you needed, to be honest. Honestly, I think that kind of scared me in a way. I felt like it was a huge leap and a responsibility for my first few projects I had done. In my other projects, I had worked completely alone, aside from a friend helping me film. And I could make my own schedule and my own decisions on how I wanted my film to look exactly. I also knew exactly how I wanted to produce something. Everyone had to fit into one schedule, and if one person couldn't fit into it, then no one else could. Not only this, but the editing decisions weren't all up to me or up to another person. We all had to collectively have a say in the production. Now at first, I struggled with this, and I honestly think everyone did, but Over time, I got the hang of it, and I learned to film on a schedule and make executive decisions with my team. As soon as we all got the groove of how we wanted things to go, it was a slice of cake and easy to get work through. I think the hardest part for me was the beginning of production for the blogs and the project. Some assignments and things that needed to be in the project I didn't understand, but I had people to help me to figure it out.
4. How did I integrate technology, software, hardware, and online in this project?
When I first started the project, I kind of had an idea of how I wanted it to turn out, editing-wise. I think I mostly got inspiration from different movies that I've seen. Like, if I saw a cutaway or an insert in a shot in a film I had watched, I kind of added that into the editing choices that would happen in the project. This helped me and my group to put together the storyline of the project in the way we wanted. I would definitely say that watching other films gave me a lot of inspiration for how I wanted the project to turn out. In order to put software into the project and to help us get our editing done on time, I used an app called CapCut. In this app, we were able to edit the project and put all the videos we filmed together. The technology on this app was easy to use because instead of needing a computer to edit, we would just be using our phones. CapCut is a very well-known editing system to use, and it was pretty easy to get the hang of it, so it was used a lot during our project. We also used YouTube to upload our project so it would be easier for people to watch. Our project was filmed on an Apple iPhone instead of a traditional film camera. We also used technology to communicate with our group to make sure everyone was aligned with everything we were doing. When we were filming, we had a list of things that we needed to film that day, and then we got them done in the same order. Throughout filming, we did have one fault with the technology we were using. There was one scene that we had already recorded, and we had already recorded the voiceover too, and everything was set, and somehow me and my group completely lost the footage, so we had to redo the whole scene a few nights before the due date. It was stressful, but we managed to pull it off. Throughout the project, I used technology for just about everything. I think without technology, this project would not be here at all. It's a really big part in the production part of the project. In order to edit anything, you have to have some type of technology. The same thing goes with filming, as well as planning things out. My group also took advantage of the resources we had. One of my teammates had a camera that her dad's friend let us borrow so we could use some of the clips for our film. It had extra detail in it, made it just look really nice. We also took advantage and used non-copyright music to put in the background of our videos. That's all for this Get Ready With Me. Thank you for watching. I had a fun time filming the CCR and filming this project. Bye!